Ethan was a 13-year-old boy living in a small town nestled among lush green mountains. He always scored high on school tests, won academic competitions, and never missed a single class. He was the kind of student parents often pointed to when comparing their own kids. But Ethan had a habit of labeling others as lazy. Whenever he passed the basketball court and saw someone resting, he'd shake his head and say, "How are you ever going to get good just sitting there?" If a classmate chose a shorter, more efficient way to complete an assignment, Ethan would mock, "Lazy again." His teachers tried to explain that people have different approaches to learning, but Ethan firmly believed that hard work was the only right path. One early summer day, while preparing for the statewide academic tournament, Ethan visited his grandfather, a silver-haired man who lived simply in an old wooden house by the fields. Ethan loved his grandfather but often assumed he didn't really understand the modern world. When his grandpa saw him studying non-stop again, he just smiled and said, "Ethan, I have a story to tell you. It might change how you see someone you've always thought of as the laziest person." Ethan raised an eyebrow, curious but a little smug. "I don't think there's much to learn from lazy people, Grandpa." His grandfather didn't respond. He simply began his story. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between peaceful hills, there was a boy named Leo. He lived with his parents in a small wooden house hidden behind thick mango trees. Leo wasn't playful or mischievous, but everyone knew he was the laziest kid in town. He didn't hate work, but he always tried to do as little of it as possible. When helping his father protect their cornfield, instead of running around to scare off birds like the other kids, Leo built scarecrows with tin cans that clanked in the wind. He'd lie under a tree, tug a string now and then, and the birds would fly off. The harvest was still plentiful, but the villagers shook their heads and said, "That lazy boy, how's he going to survive when he grows up?" Then came a long, dry summer. Leo's father fell ill, and Leo had to take care of the field by himself. For the first time, he faced real hardship. Carrying water buckets, tending to withering crops, it exhausted him. Even with his efforts, most of the harvest failed. Leo sat quietly by the village well, feeling useless for the first time. The next day, a royal messenger arrived, announcing a competition to find talented youth. The winner would receive a reward enough to live on for a year. No one expected Leo to sign up, but he did. The first challenge was to swim across a wide lake. While others took off their shirts and dove in, Leo ran into the woods. He built a bamboo raft and calmly paddled across. While others were exhausted in the water, Leo finished third. The final challenge was the hardest: carry a heavy stone to the top of a hill a mile away. Each participant could choose one tool, either a rope, a lever, or a crowbar. Leo picked a small chisel. People laughed, assuming he had given up. But Leo slowly carved the stone into a sphere and rolled it along. While the others struggled and strained, Leo just guided the stone and controlled its pace. He reached the finish with ease and won. Ethan sat speechless. He'd never heard a story like that. "You mean Leo wasn't really lazy?" Not exactly. Maybe he was lazy in the traditional sense, but he was also creative, and he knew how to save his energy for what really mattered. Most importantly, when the moment truly called for it, his father's illness, the failed crop, the competition, he acted. Ethan rested his chin on his hand, unable to come up with a counter-argument for once. His grandfather continued gently, "You know, in your world today, lots of people are labeled lazy just because they do things differently. But not everyone who avoids physical effort is useless. Sometimes they're just waiting for the right moment to shine in their own way." Ethan lowered his eyes. "I think I was wrong. I only judged people by how hard they worked, without understanding what was going on behind the scenes." His grandfather nodded, his gaze warm. "That's the biggest lesson you've just learned, and it didn't take a single test." In today's fast-paced world, where people are praised for being busy, for packed schedules and endless to-do lists, it's easy to forget that not all effort needs to be loud. Laziness is sometimes just another form of intelligence, knowing what's worth doing and how to do it best. Many of today's great innovators were once labeled lazy in school. They didn't always follow the rules, but they were good at asking, "Why do we have to do it this way?" That kind of curiosity opened new paths. So if you've ever been underestimated for not working hard enough, don't be discouraged. Ask yourself, what are you saving your energy for? Are you waiting for a goal that truly ignites you like Leo? And more importantly, are you brave enough to do things differently to achieve a better result? Not everyone needs to run. Some people, like Leo, just need to find the right small chisel and learn how to carve life into the shape they choose. I hope you found this story helpful. If you enjoyed today's story, be sure to hit the like button. It might seem like a small thing, but because of how the YouTube algorithm works, videos with more likes tend to get shown to more people. So your like really helps this video reach others who might need it too. And if you find my content valuable, consider subscribing. It really helps more people discover it. Thanks for watching, and I wish you and your family good health and peace. See you in the next story.